Hey, welcome to UtahYotas. Today we are going to start the part 2 of Fins and Things. As you can see on the map, we started at 1, ended where part 2 begins, and you'll enjoy part 2. Part 2 is a lot of technical stuff. It's really fun, and keep watching. This is the road in between part 1 and part 2. Just in here in just a second, you're going to see us turn off and go to part 2. So you do have to go on the road for just a bit. It's not very far, but and then you start on the path to part 2. And part 2 is kind of where you really see the more of the fins and things. And this is what they call the north side. So keep that in mind, and as we go through, keep watching and enjoy the ride. One of the things that I wanted to record, and the reason why these videos ended up being so long, part 1 and part 2, is because as we go through this, I was kind of skeptic about going down there and doing Fins and Things with my brand new truck. So I was like, well, I want to see some videos. I kind of want to see what it's like, and a few of the videos out there kind of touch base on most of the obstacles. I pretty much covered all of them. There's probably not much you are going to miss out on my videos. You might miss, a few seconds here or there just because of the way my batteries and the cameras, when they ended up when they ran out of battery power. So anyway, keep watching. You'll see a few articulations. And some of the videos you'll see, I have a piece of a hitch that I built, and I put it on the back of the truck. I had a solid piece of receiver hitch, and I welded. I cut out the D-ring part of it so I could put my D-ring on there, and then I welded a wheel to the bottom of it. And that wheel is what I glide on when I drag bottom, because I do have a lift, but even with the lift, my departure angle is not that great. So unless I go ahead and do the CBI off-road bumper, where they have the high clearance bumper, is kind of really what I need. I think my lift is fine. I just need to get the high lift bumper on there. And you'll see as I come down here, this spot here, there's quite a bit of these actual videos sometimes capture the angle, and sometimes they don't. They're actually a little bit steeper than they seem. This picture here is from a front view of my camera on the dash, and then you'll see my daughter videoing the side here in just a second. She's standing on the side videoing as I come down the hill, and but anyway, you'll see there's quite a bit of clearance needed on some of these trails. That white Jeep in front of us does have a lift, and the Willys is stock. So, and that's from Stan Fuller. He's a guy that we met up with. He's got his own YouTube channel, and he's got a Jeep called Grandpa's 48. So search out his channel. He's got some pretty cool videos. But would love to get together some Yota fans and go off-roading. More overlanding would be great. I haven't done much overlanding just because of some of the situations in the economy and the world. So it's kind of hard to meet up with people. So keep that in mind if you're ever interested. I have an Instagram channel as well, so UtahYotas 4 on Instagram. So again, keep watching, and I'll try to give you an update here, or give you some info on some of the technical stuff as we get going on. This next section, you'll see it gets kind of steep right there, and you know, when these noses on the Tacomas, you really can't see much underneath when you're climbing. So the nice thing about my truck is it's a 2020 and it has the camera with it, so you can switch it over to the camera section and kind of watch what's in front of you. And as you see here, Stan's going to go up the hill, and he's going to go up the harder way, and my buddy and I will go up the more easy way, because I would drag bottom pretty bad right there where he's going to go up, as you can see. But this is where the fun begins. where a lot of the fins start, and you start to see a lot of the little differences in integral driving. It's actually pretty steep. It's kind of hard to see that in the video because it doesn't make it look as steep as it really is. It doesn't make it look quite as steep as it really is. So this is the bypass right here. We're going to go on the bypass. You can see over there on the right where a lot of people have drugged their trucks and stuff, but we went over on the bypass and we're going to go up around.
Well, he don't care about that thing.
Go down?
Yeah.
Something must be catching over here.
No, it's just that. I think it's just the skid plate. I'm not so happy with these skid plates because of them hooking onto the underneath the truck like they do.
It always means, it depends on where you're at, but like if you're on the highway.
Look at that dust storm right there.
Oh yeah.
Is that a dust storm or is that for people? I'm sure.
This is kind of a cool spot because when you're driving up this little road, this little fin here, you pretty much you got kind of a little cliff on one side and a little bit of a cliff on the other. Then as you come up here to this top section, you kind of have to go down the fin, and those guys up there right now are trying to decide which direction they want to go. I found the best spot to go is actually up higher, and these guys are going to go down lower. So I ended up going up higher and going down, which I didn't drag at all going down. The spot that I'm going right now is not the greatest spot, so I ended up not going down there.
Down this way. So we need to move?
I said they're going that way.
What year is it?
48.
Are we following them?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing over there.
Is there a way that we're at?
Can you see over there?
You're gonna bottom out pretty good.
Don, get out and watch. I don't want to tip over.
Oh jeez.
What?
I got out, look.
Am I going to tip over?
I'd back up.
Go the other way. Assuming the other way is better, I guess. I don't know, Adam. Get out and look at it.
Is this the only way down? Where do you think we go? All right.
Nice job. Good job, Dad. That was a good idea to go.
What, that's rattling down there. You hear that rattle? Oh shit. I think it's got something rattling underneath the truck. Like something came loose. Okay, it's not one of my lights. My off lights. What again? It looks like some people have taken the hard way.
What's the hard way?
Right there. Through that side there, and then you see the tire marks.
Oh. The dip?
Yep, the dip.
You can see the rock where it's got grooves in it from people bottoming out.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been a good angle to take that hill down there when we first started. I was like, after I went out and looked at it, I'm like, yeah, I would have rolled over. What does this side look like? What's that look like down there, honey?
Down there looks fine. It looks like decent. I don't know what you get once you go back up.
Pretty soon we're gonna have to change batteries again.
So that guy's Jeep, 72 years old. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that thing's pretty old.
48 Willies.
I wonder what the Tacoma will look like in 72 years.
Probably won't look like that.
So coming up here, you'll see, well, look down at the ground there. You'll see arrows. They have a lot of arrows marked all over the trail. So it's easy. You can see those white arrows in front of us. Just where he is right now is very narrow. So the rock is being eroded away, and he's pretty narrow. But my truck's a lot wider than him. So you can't really see it a great deal, but you kind of can see it right about there where the water has eroded both sides away. So I'm going to dip down here quite a bit on both sides of my tires, and so it's kind of sketchy right there, but the camera does a pretty good job of staying pretty level. It's a DJI Osmos Action Cam. It does a great job of keeping the picture level, but it was quite tippy both ways. So I would say if you got big tires and you're a wide vehicle, you're fine, but if you are very narrow and have small tires, you might have an issue.
Did Craig take a different way?
gas okay?
I mean, if you look at the mountain terrain and the trails, you can see the trail goes way up there in front. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's amazing out there. It's the perfect time of year. It's in October. We went over UA weekend. As you can see, there's some cars down to the left. Also, as you look off to the right, you'll see some black smoke. Somebody had some kind of a vehicle fire. I couldn't find any data on it. So it's kind of a bummer for whoever had a problem.
All these guys.
But however, look how cool the trail is. I mean, you got
guys
some
are
cars
ahead of us
that are
quite a
ahead of us
ways.
down there, and then we're gonna go around the side, and there's a big loop up there where that's kind of on your way to that smoke, and you'll see where there's a couple tricky spots, and then you start your way back, and on your way back to the main road.
Yeah, Craig made it fine.
Yeah, don't run in my way.
We're with Stan, and he's got his Willys 48 Jeep up here. 72 years old. Pretty cool.
I'm gonna run over there.
Okay.
So I guess if you wanted
Be
to make this a
careful.
little bit shorter, you just go. I probably need to move. I don't know. What am I out there?
You'll be good if once you get down to your turn.
I think Kinston's probably as difficult as I want to go.
It is a 5. I mean, it's quite interesting. That's interesting. It's a 5, huh? I actually wonder what a 10 is. I don't want to know what it is. A lot of snow. Hang on for the picture. You'll be fine.
As you can see, the fire is going pretty good, and it's pretty black, so there's got to be some fuel or some rubber or something, plastic involved in that. Hopefully no one got hurt. Hopefully it wasn't a razor or something. But anyway, we never could figure it out, so couldn't give you any news on that. This is the turnaround on the final loop that we are going on to start our journey back.
Dalton, are you running? Look at those mountain bikers over there, Dalton.
He needs to back up. Back up, he's saying.
Go ahead. You're already halfway out.
Is this where you're going?
No, I'm going to the right. Take it slow.
No, I'll wait for you.
Okay. How's my approach, Dan?
This next section is kind of probably the one that I thought was the most scary looking, just because it's straight up and it's kind of hard to. I mean, when you get looking at it, it doesn't look that steep, but it's pretty steep. And the bypass is already. We already went by it back there where I was waiting for those guys to go in front of me. That's where the bypass is. We're thinking that there might be a bypass over here, but there's not. So I'll end up backing up and going where they go, because what's straight ahead right there is not a bypass.
It's really steep.
Yes, it is.
And this is the straight up and down deal. It's amazing how your tires stick. I was running about
Seatbelt
17 psi in my tires, and they stick pretty well. You come straight up and you can't see anything on the other side, and then you pop up on top. So it's pretty cool. It was definitely a little nerve-wracking because I've never really done much of the slick rock driving. So it's amazing how sticky your tires get on that rock surface.
No problem driving around. Hold on! By side or 4x4 on a razor?
I don't know. Are they all gone? The razors?
That's your last one. There's Jeeps behind you, but that's the last side by side. Well, you got a pretty big drop off there. Guess that's the only way to come down, huh?
What do you see there, honey? I can't see.
You're okay. That's pretty smooth. I'm gonna go down in a dip in a minute, but it's not very deep.
I think my son was a little bored. He wanted to run most of the way. Of course, he's very athletic, so he likes to do that stuff. This next little section is kind of a good little dip.
Here in a second.
You can see it's a pretty steep little climb as you're going up. We're kind of waiting for people to get up to the top so we don't get stuck on the hill. But it's just beautiful out there. It's amazing that the people who actually went out and drove these roads and found a path through the mountains, through these rocks, to just make the trail called Fins and Things. They must have just had a blast finding can we go this way? Can we go that way? What's at the top of the next hill? Because when you're down in the bottom, when you climb all the way up to the top, you don't know what's at the next, coming around the next bend. So it must have been a lot of fun.
It's pretty hard to see up over the hood, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's one thing Toyota needs to do a little bit different. Is make the hood a little
Narrow
bit.
it down more.
Yeah. But the problem of it is where do you fit the engine?
Yeah.
As I said before, I filmed the entire thing. It was a lot of videoing, and I just kind of wanted to give you the full view of it. And so I know this is kind of long, but this will probably give you a good view of the entire fins and things, so that you can judge whether you want to take your vehicle on there or not. Once again, I have a 3-inch lift. And then I have the biggest size tires you can get on there.
When you say left side,
and
you mean my left side?
the Jeep in front of me has a 3-inch lift, and he has 35-inch tires on there. So he's got bigger tires. I have basically 32-inch
You
tires.
could always say driver's side.
And
passenger side.
the 48 wheelies is just stock, but he has a killer departure and
You could always say driver's side or passenger
approach
side.
angle on his Jeep. So
But as long as I know what you mean.
anyway, again, thanks for watching UtahYotas. We're getting close to the end. We got a few more fins to cross, and then we're going to be hitting on some dirt road. So please subscribe. Let me know if you liked the video. Give some comments. If you thought it was way too long and you didn't want to watch the whole thing, you can note that too. The reason why I did it so long was, like I said before, to give you a full view. Let me know if you like the music or the voiceover. My first time doing a voiceover, so hopefully it comes across clear when I upload it to YouTube. Anyway, thanks so much for all your support. I actually have 105 subscribers now, so that's awesome. I appreciate that. And keep on watching and keep on getting out there and doing four-wheeling of your own. It's kind of the reason why I'm doing the channel, is just because I got to see everybody else's experiences, and kind of gave me the desire to do the channel and to get out and do more. So I sold my Land Cruiser. I had a 1994 Toyota Land Cruiser, and it you might be able to see pictures of it on my Instagram channel, but it was a beautiful truck. It had the front and rear lockers, the center locker, had a awesome rack on it, and I built drawers in the back. So I sold it to get the Tacoma, because I needed a little bit more space and some more pulling power. So check that out on my Instagram channel. And I didn't really do much videos with that. Well, I wish I would have, because I would have been grandfathered in on the subscribers by now. But now I have to get 1,000 subscribers. So thanks for watching, and
I don't like that creaking noise. Yeah, fix it. I don't want to have to bend anything or rub the paint off and this rust.
Yeah.
Can you hear that when you're out there?
It wasn't the slider or anything.
You see anything underneath?
What?
Can you see anything underneath that's hidden?
I'm trying to see where that thing is. go past you?
Yep.
The color looks so good out here. Rocks and stuff done.
Yeah, I'll hop in.
Okay, hop in.
That bridge feels nice.
I thought it was done.
Hmm?
I thought it was done. Okay, what's the pins?
9 miles?
So,
I could have ran that whole thing.
oh yeah, you could have.
Huh?
Yeah, you could have. Can you hear that when you're out there?
It wasn't the slider or anything.
You see anything underneath?
What?
Can you see anything underneath that's hidden?
I'm trying to see where that thing is.
You don't want him to go past you?
Yep.
The color looks so good out here. Rocks and stuff done.
Yeah, I'll hop in.
Okay, hop in. thought it was done. Except with the fins.
9 miles?
I could have ran that whole thing.
Oh yeah, you could have.
Huh?
Yeah, you could have.
Yeah, I would have loved to mountain bike up here. If we would have had a bike rack, we probably would have brought them, huh? And then what people do when they stay at hotels, they bring them in the hotel room.
Yeah.
They're all with their little Jeeps.
Twisted Jeeps.
They're playing with their tiny little Jeeps on the rocks.
Cute. Makes you wonder when people rent Jeeps like that. They know how to drive. But then they don't have the Jeep.
What's Sadie?
I said, I wonder, like, the people that rent these Jeeps and do this kind of thing, they know how to drive the Jeep, but then how did they learn how to drive it if they don't have their own?
You just start driving.
Okay, so you're coming down to the end, and this is pretty much the end of Fins and Things, and then you hit the main road, and you drive by a bunch of cars, and at this time of day, it is packed coming in. There was a line a mile long. We're at the end, and I just wanted to say thanks to everyone for watching, UtahYotas, and for subscribing. Get out there and have a great weekend and have some fun of your own. Thanks again for watching, UtahYotas.